In this video, we're going to be going over the standard buy and sell button trader and how to install it. So what we're going to need to do first is come up here and click on this button with the folder and the star. What this is going to do is open up the navigator for us in MetaTrader. And the next thing we're going to need to do is click on the plus sign beside Expert Advisors. Now in here, you should see the SP-button trader. So what we're going to do is go ahead and drag this onto our chart. And we're going to have a couple options in here. So in the Common tab, please ensure that Allow Live Trading is checked and Allow DLL Imports. And the next thing we're going to need to do is go to the Inputs tab. Now in the previous video, installing Signal Push, we need to grab our API key. So if you haven't already copied that, we can open up Signal Push and make sure we're on our API key and hit copy. We'll go ahead and minimize that, and we'll put this in our API key. Now the next thing we need to do is we have the indicator name, which we can just leave that either as MT4 binary trader, or we can type in MT4Connect. Our IP address is going to be the 127.0.0.1, which is your local address, and your port is going to need to match up with what's on Signal Push. So this is 8090, and the one on our Signal Push is 8090, so that matches. The others are simply just leave the bid and ask as true, and the other ones are the GUI for the set position of your binary button trader. So you can always change this later if you would like. Now the next thing we need to do for the send platform, if we're on spot option, we'll be typing in spot option 2, and for the other ones like Markets World, you can just type in Markets World, and the others such as CT option will be Panda, and any others we will be adding to the list. So once you've done this, you can go ahead and hit OK, and from there you can see that we've got the Signal Push binary trading loaded. So we've got a couple different settings here that we need to go over. So the first thing is the asset name. So since we're currently on the euro dollar and we would like to trade that, we're going to go ahead and type in euro/dollar. And the next thing is our trade size amount. So we can go ahead and hit 25 here. Now please do remember that if you have already gone through the Signal Push installation video, if you are using the trade size override, this will override whatever you put in this box. So if you want to use whatever amount that you have in the box over here on MetaTrader 4, just leave this unchecked. So we're going to use 25 and we'll do a 60-second trade. And these are all of your different expiries going from 60 seconds to 1 hour, and then the nearest 5-minute to the nearest 1 hour. Now please again, just make sure you're going over and looking at your brokers and making sure that these do match up, because some of these you may not be able to use based upon your broker. Now the next setting is plot, and what this does is as soon as we take a trade, it will automatically plot a horizontal line showing our entry. It will be green if you have done a call, and it should show up red if you have done a put. So we'll go ahead and check plot. And again, we have our higher and lower buttons. Essentially, if you want to trade a call, you can hit higher. If you believe price will be going lower, you can hit lower. And the martingale is set to double whatever amount that you currently have in this box. So if we did a martingale higher, it would execute a trade for $50, which is double the amount that's in that box. And finally, at the bottom, you show your available API credits. So we'll go ahead and do a test right now. So a 60-second test, we believe that the euro will go lower. So we'll hit lower. And as you can see, we have a horizontal line that has gone across. And actually, underneath this box, it does show the position ID number after it has executed the trade. And if you can't see that, you can right click on the chart, go to properties, and ensure that show object descriptions is on. So once you've done that, we've executed the trade, and now we can execute a martingale if we wanted in the opposite direction by taking a call. So now we've taken a call for $50, about one tick above our previous price. So that's how you use the MT4Connect button trader. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us at mt4connect@gmail.com.